Hello, everybody. I'm going to do this one with mask on, given how crazy contagious things are and how close proximity we are. With me today, to my left, the Commissioner of the Department of Transportation, Diane Gutierrez-Scacchetti. She's also our host at the so-called STEMC, the Statewide Traffic Management and Technology Center. Thank you for hosting us. And with me to my right, the President of the Board of Utilities, another guy who needs no introduction like Diane, President Joe Fiordaliso. Superintendent Colonel Pat Callahan is with us in spirit, and we have a lot of the senior members of Diane's team with us. It's been a tough week on the weather front. South Jersey got clobbered on Monday with a pretty significant snowstorm. We had a fast arising, sadly fatal freezing rain incident yesterday, which caused a whole bunch of accidents. And here we are back together. So why are we together? Throughout the day, we have been closely following the incoming storm system, which is expected to impact our entire state from late tonight, we think about in the 10 o'clock p.m. range, through midday tomorrow is the current sense, although obviously this is Mother Nature and we're doing our best to get our arms around it. And it will include, importantly, tomorrow morning's commute. All of New Jersey is under a winter weather advisory with, as best we can tell right now, 3 to 4 inches forecast across the northwest part of the state and up to 6 inches for the rest of us. It's sort of coming in and doing one of these. And so that's the current sense. However, should the storm tack more inland overnight or stall, these numbers could go up. Again, it's sort of a southwest to northeast trajectory across the state. We will put into effect, Paramel Garg is with me, we will put into effect a state of emergency at 10 o'clock as of 10 p.m. tonight. That will be statewide. Diane will also get into a 10 p.m. commercial vehicle restriction on the interstates. I know Pat Callahan, if he were here, would want everyone to know that he and his team convened their county counterparts at 1 o'clock today, and the State Emergency Operations Center is activated effective 6 p.m. tonight onward. We will have at least a delayed opening in state offices tomorrow. I can't give you exactly the time or whether or not that will be more significant, in other words, that we're not open at all at this juncture. There is a call that Pat and Diane and Joe will co-host with the National Weather Service tonight at 6:30, and I think coming out of that we'll have a more definitive answer on state offices, whether it's delayed only or whether it's something more significant. At certain times and in certain areas, snowfall rates may approach up to 2 inches per hour, and we are also anticipating wind gusts anywhere from 20 to 35 miles per hour tomorrow. Now, I think the good news, guys, I think you'd agree with me, is the type of snow that's forecast is of a lighter variety, unlike some of the heavy stuff that hit South Jersey on Monday. And that is obviously a better pull if that's in fact what happens. So between these two potentials, two particular safety issues may arise. First, visibility can be significantly reduced and travel made significantly more hazardous. Diane and her team at the DOT and their partner transportation authorities, as well as clearly county, local, and toll road crews, have spent the day preparing for this storm, and I'll ask Diane to get into some of those operations in a moment. I do think it is fair to say that this will be a good time to stay home. Again, the ban right now, obviously this is Mother Nature, subject to a lot of shifts and turns. 10 p.m. tonight, think 10 p.m. tonight into midday tomorrow. So if you can work remotely tomorrow, or report later than usual, you may wish to take those options and stay off the roads. If you are out and you come upon a plowing or spreading operation, please move over and let them do their jobs, give them the right of way, and take care of the road ahead of you. Additionally, and in coordination with Pat and the state police, towing assets, Diane, correct me if I'm wrong, will be pre-positioned at the usual hilly trouble spots, western I-78 along Jugtown Mountain and on I-280 through Essex County. I should also say that that commercial vehicle ban is being taken in coordination with the Keystone state of Pennsylvania. And that's important because you don't want unintended consequences. One state does one thing, the other doesn't, and you get all of a sudden a ton of traffic. We'll also, Diane will get into the fact the turnpike will remain open for commercial traffic, et cetera. The second safety issue, clearly in Joe's neck of the woods, means the combination of snow and wind can mean down power lines and blackouts. Joe and his team at the BPU have been in contact with our electric utility providers to ensure they are ready to attend to any of these issues. Again, if you do lose power, please call it in immediately to your utility. Don't assume somebody else, your neighbor or someone, called it in for you. If you happen to see a down power line, stay clear at all costs, and again, call it in. But particularly with the wind, please understand that utility crews may not be able to get up in a bucket safely to fix a line in the midst of strong gusts of heavy snow. Now, the reality of the current COVID situation means that some road and utility crews are going to be facing this storm shorthanded. They're going to do everything they can and work in partnership with others where they can. Be sure of that. We do ask for your patience and understanding, and we ask even more so than usual, given the raging pandemic, for your cooperation. As always, the Office of Emergency Management will continue to post regular updates at ready.nj.gov, ready.nj.gov, and on their social media channels. We will also keep everyone updated on our official state channels, including at NJGov on Twitter. If you've got an NJ Transit question on rail or bus service, and by the way, you can probably expect there'll be some disruption or delay, go to njtransit.com, njtransit.com. So to everybody, please be safe and be smart. With that, I will turn things over to our outstanding Commissioner of the Department of Transportation, Diane Gutierrez-Scacchetti. Diane?
Thanks, Gov. Good afternoon. As the Gov said, we are in the process of preparing for an accumulating snowstorm through the overnight that will definitely impact the morning commute. Again, it bears repeating. We expect snow to start around 10 p.m. And run through late morning with 6+ inches in some spots. The one thing we know about Mother Nature is she doesn't call first, so we could wind up getting a little bit more than that, but we expect we won't get less than that. So we do ask that everyone take that into consideration in their plans for tomorrow. While our crews have been very busy this week, they are all ready to fight this particular storm. That means not only our DOT crews, our New Jersey Turnpike crews, our SJTA crews, but also our contractor partners who are critical to our success. I'll get this question out of the way. We did not brine because there is enough residual salt on the road from the last 3 days that really does not require us to go out and brine today. We spent the day reloading our salt domes, making sure that there was materials stretched across the state and everyone will have the materials that they need. And we have coordinated with Pennsylvania on a commercial truck ban. What that means is for all roads, all interstates that connect in the middle to southern region of the state with Pennsylvania, tractor trailers will be banned, empty straight jobs will be banned, CDL weighted straight jobs will be banned. Traditionally, motorcycles, carpool trailers, we'll put the administrative order out, you'll have all the details, and there are several exceptions for any type of emergency supplies that have to move through the state. It's good to coordinate those things with Pennsylvania because of the fact that the way this storm is moving. We're probably the two most impacted in terms of travel, and they've been very cooperative with us. We expect to have about 3,000 pieces of equipment out. Obviously, we'll update you tomorrow as we continue to refine our plan and as we continue to get information in from the Weather Service. Tomorrow will be what we call a winter weather congestion alert day. So let me just repeat what the governor said, is if you do not have to go to your office to work tomorrow, if you do not have to travel, leaving the roads as open as they can be really help us clear the snow more quickly. So we would ask that anyone who has the ability to work from home or to reduce their travel, that they do so. But I have to emphasize too a word the governor used, which is patience. Yesterday we had a tough time with ice. We're aware of that. We had lots of folks who were stuck behind accidents. When we can't get to the accident to clear it, you wait longer. So the best thing to do is, knowing what we know at this time and what we can anticipate, if you can stay home, or here's another idea, use mass transit, that would be awesome, right? So you can go to njtransit.com to get up to the minute schedule changes, or you can call this number if you don't have access to the internet, 973-275-5555, or follow them on social media. At this moment in time, transit fully intends to run its regular schedule, but we do believe there'll be changes to that. We know at least 2 bus lines that have regular detours and snow events. The 196 and 197 bus lines will follow their detour plan for the weather. We have also been in touch with the Port Authority. They are prepared at the airport to do the best they can to make sure that the flights that are going out can get out, and for any weather-related issues. And one other, I think, important point is we're ready to activate our 511 Connect system. This is a system where if you are stranded on a road for a long period of time, usually something between 3 and 4 hours, we're able to, using technology, connect with those in the area that is affected through text message. And then through opting in, we can communicate with those who may need help. And with our partners at New Jersey State Police, we can do our best to dispatch help to those folks who may be stranded on a road, who may be able to give us valuable information to make sure that we can clear this. This is relatively new technology. We did use it last year. We used it during Ida to help us make sure we could get to motorists who may have critical issues, people who may need medicines. We could have an expecting mom. We could have someone who has tremendous anxiety. This gives them an opportunity to communicate with us so we can try to locate them and help them. Our goal, though, is to not have those situations. And the best way for us not to have those situations is for as many people as they can to stay home tomorrow. Whatever you need to do, get it done tonight, and try to just, I hate to say enjoy the snow, but it's January and we've got at least 3 more months of this. We really just want people to be safe. It's part of what we sign up for, living in the mid-Atlantic northeastern states, and we're prepared to fight it, but we do need your help. We need you to drive at posted speeds. We cannot reduce speeds on the state highway system. We don't have that ability because of the way it's set up, but we ask you to use caution, reduce your speed yourself. Nobody's going to be mad at you for going slower. Be careful of plow teams. Don't cut a plow team off. They run in a particular pattern, and we don't want them getting hurt. We don't want you getting hurt. If you see emergency vehicles on the side of the road, whether it's a tow truck, state trooper, first responders, please, please slow down. It's just critical. We lost way too many first responders last year, well over 52, well over 1 a week. We really want to keep that number down. Those are the things that I can ask you to do: to drive with respect, 2 hands on the wheel, phones down, eyes straight ahead, and keep a respectable distance. That is really the best way to avoid accidents if you have to drive in this snow. And with that, Gov, I will turn it back to you.
Thank you, Diane. All good advice. You mentioned our partnership with Pennsylvania. Governor Wolf and his team could not be better partners. This is an example of it. And by the way, they're dealing with unspeakable tragedy given the awful loss of life in the fire in Philadelphia yesterday. So keep them in your prayers. Secondly, Diane said something I meant to say. I think it's fair to say, team, that if there's risk right now, you're a little too hot here, I think. If the risk is a little bit asymmetric toward more likely more snow as opposed to less as we sit here at this hour. Again, it's Mother Nature, so we're doing our best to predict this. Please help me welcome, I mentioned high winds, a fair amount of snow. Obviously, you think about power outages or the potential for them. The terrific president of the Board of Public Utilities, Joe Fiordaliso. Joe?
Thank you, Governor. There are always possibilities of power outages, particularly when we have snow and we have wind together. For some reason, and I can't figure it out, I can figure it out, actually. I think Mother Nature is very mad at us. Both the governor and Diane talked about Mother Nature being unpredictable. And I think I know why Mother Nature is annoyed with us, is because of what we've done to her. And that's why we have to constantly fight and be aggressive in our approach in mitigating the effects of climate change. It's absolutely imperative. And the path that the governor has put forth during his first 4 years in office is a path that every state in this union should follow. And I am so happy and pleased and thankful that we have a partner in Washington who agrees with us. And this is what we have to continue to fight. Be careful. If you have a power outage, call it in, as the governor said. The utility does not know you have a power outage. You have to tell them. If there are down wires, please don't go near them, thinking that it's a dead wire. Assume it's a live wire. And if there are power outages, please be patient. As I say all the time, if that wind gets over 40 miles an hour, those repair people cannot go up in a bucket. It's dangerous. They could die, get injured. So please, be careful. We've heard this for the past 2 years with this pandemic. We're all in this together, everything. So we have to look out for one another and take care of one another. And that's true if you lose power. The utilities are ready. We've spoken to each and every one of them. They are on alert. And again, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, South Jersey's, the possibility for South Jersey to get a little bit more snow than the rest of the state is there again. So we mobilize the utilities and get them to where they, and get those repair people to where they need to be. And there's always mutual aid and assistance from other states if needed. I'm not sure that's going to be necessary this time. But again, as has been said many times, it's Mother Nature. We don't know what Mother Nature is going to do. So I just ask that you be safe and really reiterate what the governor and Diane have said. Stay off the roads, stay away from down wires, and just be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Well done. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Diane. We'll take any questions you may have. Thank you all. Stay safe, everybody, all right? Take care.